Here's a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly out to Rice.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They put Kelce in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and What you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He finds the big tight end. That's Gerald Everett. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down, a pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it for the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now he'll run. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That's going to be caught by Gray. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Mahomes now to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. First and 10. Now, Mahomes. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Mahomes now on second down. He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Mahomes back. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and a yard. To throw is Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Hopkins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Mahomes. Open man is Hopkins. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
The Bears sending out their punt team. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. 14 yards on the pickup there.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. To throw is Mahomes. That is caught side of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now he'll run it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will not get back to the line. That's going to go down back and a loss of a couple.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.